So today, I will be talking about Driving Empire's sinister and evil rise to the #1 driving game on Roblox. I'm going to be talking about how they did it and what was so clever about it. How the hell did they do it? You might be thinking it's simple and natural, but by the end of this video, you will understand how crazy it was. Click the subscribe button if you are excited and interested to find out and learn. And without further ado, let's get right into it. Now, to begin this story, we have to go all the way back to the origins of Driving Empire. Driving Empire wasn't always called Driving Empire. It used to be a game called Wafer. This game was owned by someone completely different to who it is now. It's owned by Voldex now, but before it was owned by just a singular person. It was owned by one guy. And back then, it was just your average driving game. Just like every other driving game on Roblox, it was just like everybody else. Obviously, nowadays it isn't, but back then, as you can see, this game was literally no more than your average car game with cars inside and ways to race. This might look awfully familiar to you. However, fast forward a few years and Driving Empire started to gain a player base. The player base was growing, a lot of people were playing it, but it still wasn't #1, okay? It wasn't #1 on Roblox, but it was gaining players. When a company called Voldex saw this opportunity to capitalize and expand. Voldex is a company that specializes in buying games on Roblox or Minecraft or Fortnite and expanding them and capitalizing on them and making them money machines. Now, Driving Empire was acquired by these people for a figure which I can't say it on video, but it is an unfathomable amount. You won't believe how much this game sold for, and if you can guess in the comments, I'll heart your comment. Say a number in the comments and I will heart it if it's correct or even close. I doubt anybody will get it because it is such a big number you won't even believe it. Anyway, the game got bought for a huge number, and I think they had their plan set in stone, and that plan we will now go over. So, what on earth was this plan? This great sinister plan that I keep mentioning and have been mentioning from the start of the video. Let's talk about it. So, I'm not saying this was all planned, but it definitely was orchestrated. It seems like it was orchestrated. Some of you might know what I'm talking about. Basically, about 2 years ago, Driving Empire published an update which would change the course of Roblox driving games forever. They released an update which allowed players to buy crates. For the small price, or should I say large price, of 650 Robux, you could buy a single crate to spin and get a chance of unlocking a vehicle. Now, these vehicles were indeed unlicensed depictions of real-life cars. This was a crazy thing to add. It was basically gambling in a children's game. And every time you spend this amount of money, which is equivalent to about $5 or $6 in real life, you would get the chance of getting one of these fake digital cars in Driving Empire, okay? And obviously, this is absolutely insane. Imagine you own something and somebody steals it, puts it in a game, and sells it for $6 a pop. And you might not even get a chance of getting it. Well, that's exactly what Driving Empire did to these car brands. They would take a car and sell it for $6. There's a chance you could get it for $6 in this crate. Gambling at its finest. They did this and the car brands saw it and they were not happy. They saw it. People were not happy. The way they saw it is because people were not happy with this gambling. They reached out to the companies and said, hey, Driving Empire is using your cars as gambling bait, as a way to make thousands of dollars from players, from crates, from gambling. People were not happy, and obviously they reached out, and these car brands, they said, nah, we ain't having this. They reached out to Roblox and demanded every single Roblox game with their car brand gets removed. Driving Empire swiftly removed this crate update. Even people like Creek made videos on this. Creekcraft, he made a video on it. He even featured me in his video. I made videos on it. It was an absolutely huge thing that everybody was talking about. It was massive. And yeah, they ended up removing it, and they also ended up starting to remove a lot of car brands. The only car that is unlicensed in this game, there's only a few. So this car right here, actually, I don't even know. The ALR, I think this ALR vehicle, I don't think it's licensed. But a lot of vehicles in Driving Empire were unlicensed, and they started to get removed. Soon you saw Porsche get removed, you saw Lamborghini get removed, you saw Ferraris get removed, you saw everything get removed. And soon, all the other car games started following suit. Southwest Florida, Greenville, Vehicle Legends, Drive World, all these car games started to remove their vehicles and started to lose out on money, lose out on stock of cars, What's the point in playing a car game if you don't have cars? This is where Voldex orchestrated. Driving Empire had this massive plan where they would buy licensed car brands. They already had contact with the car brands from getting in trouble from them, so why not reach out to them and say, hey, we'll spend our money and we will buy a license to your vehicles. And that they did. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we have licensed vehicles. This is a licensed, officially licensed by Audi, checked off by Audi. They've said, yep, that's great, you can have that. Something that every other average Roblox car game cannot afford. Do you know how expensive these licenses are? They can go up to the 6-figure mark. That's over $100,000 on a single license for one car brand. That's how much some of them are charging. And with Driving Empire making well over 7 figures a month, so that's over $1 million a month, they were in a great place to do this. And that is exactly what they did. They bought all of the car brands after causing all that destruction and laughed at everybody, and they literally, metaphorically and quite literally, sped off. They left everyone in the dust and they said, ha ha ha. So then Driving Empire became the only car game on Roblox that has licensed cars. The one thing that the player cares about. They want vehicles that look real and are real. They don't want fake cars. They don't want vehicles that you've never heard of. They don't want vehicles that don't look realistic. They want cars that are their favorite. Look, we literally have a McLaren. All these McLarens are officially detailed. They look exactly like real life. Look at this thing. Look how amazing that looks. It's exactly how it performs in real life. It looks how it does in real life. Whereas a game like Southwest Florida or Greenville, it can't have them because they don't have the budget for it. They can't afford it. That was their great plan. They became the #1 Roblox game by finessing everyone. They literally got everyone to have their cars removed from their games so everyone would flock to this game. And that is exactly the case now. Driving Empire currently has an absolutely whopping 2 billion visits. 16,000 people playing right now. They've even just started releasing bikes. And you might be thinking, Kam, like, surely Driving Empire couldn't have got all their vehicles removed from the other games. Surely that's not a case. Well, I was speaking to somebody that used to work at Driving Empire. I don't know if he's on a contract where he can't say stuff, so I might get in trouble. He might get in trouble. I hope not. But I won't name any names. I won't say anything. But he told me that Driving Empire has the ability to have other cars removed. For example, if a competitor game has a Lamborghini in it, Driving Empire owns a license to Lamborghini, they can contact Lamborghini and say, hey, that Roblox game over there, it has Lamborghinis and we don't like it. Lamborghini would then reach out to Roblox and have that game taken down within a day. It would have it taken down if they don't remove the Lamborghinis, literally destroying their player base and allowing for Driving Empire to gain more players. Do you understand now why I say it was the sinister and evil, clever uprise to #1? Driving Empire finessed everybody, and that's how they became the #1 driving game, by literally destroying their competition. It is so smart, and I feel like, let me know in the comments, do you think they planned this all out with the crates? I feel like they, I don't know, I feel like they did and didn't. I feel like it was a lot of luck. They released these crates, maybe knowing the outcome, or maybe they didn't know the outcome, but wow, what an insane story. And if you thought that story was very, very cool and interesting, then click the like button and subscribe button, because you haven't heard that story anywhere else. You haven't heard it anywhere else. Maybe you never heard that happen. Maybe you're a new player. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please click subscribe, and goodbye.